Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the Grow Program. Thank you for growing with me. Thank you for coming on board wherever you happen to be. To God be the glory. We are growing. We are on a journey. I don't know where to begin except to begin here. As always, I live for God and I die for God. This is all about God. I'm gonna tell you something. If I know what I know now, back when I was thought I knew it all, back when I was around 18, 19 years of age, if I know then what I know now, that's why I didn't know then what I know now. Because I had to go through. I had to go through the school of hard knocks. I had to go through oppression to get here where I am now. And all because of God. God brought me through to show me who's really in charge. It ain't me. I thought I was. I thought I knew what to do. I thought I had the best laid plans. I thought I was going to be this, and I thought I was going to be that, because I applied for this and I applied for that. But this and that wasn't necessarily meant for me. A lot of times things that we think we want, and we say, God, Lord God, give it to me, God. Lord, I'm claiming it, Lord. But see, you just don't understand. Sometimes our plans get in the way of God's plans. They do. Sometimes our plans get in the way of the Lord's plans. We be wanting to do this and do that. Wow. We be wanting to do this and do that, and they get in the way of what God got for us. That's why I don't even have a calendar. Because, see, when I plan something, that the Lord may have something else planned for me. So when it come down to that day and that time, unless, like it's like a very important appointment I got to make it. I usually get to them. But like something silly or something I just got planned out for my life to do, or here I want to step off over here and go do this. If God ain't got that for me to do, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Especially at this point in my life. See, because I have let go and let God. I do what's in front of me. I really don't plan off in the future. I don't make no big time plans. Because usually when I do, they kind of get in the way of what God got. So, I discuss it with the Lord first. Well, dear Lord, I go into meditation and prayer and thought. Sometimes I speak it out. I talk it out. God, please let that be in your will. And usually, God gives us the desires of our heart. And God will give you what you want. If you're doing right and you got love in your heart for yourself and God's people, and you're doing right, you got to say that. You're doing right, because you got to do right. You got to do, if you want to do right, if you want right, you want good to happen to you, then you got to do good too. You gotta change up, switch up, and do a switcheroo. You do. You gotta change some stuff about you. That's where it began. You be looking at old Sally Sue and old Jughead and Junebug them and all them, and you be wanting them to change. Hey, I wish they wouldn't do that. Man, if they did such, man, they be getting on my nerve because they. But look. Change some stuff up about you. Because for real, while you pointing the finger at somebody else, you got three more pointing back at you. For real, I know that's an old saying, but still. But we really, and on this journey that I've been on, you just don't know. I've been having some eye awakening, third eye opening, like you close your eyes and then you like raise your eyebrows up without opening your eyes, like it's like a light coming in, And so it's like that wisdom, really, literally. It's just the meditation, just getting. Wow. I got in so deep this weekend because I had to go to just a little just a little mini mind retreat. Wasn't so much as getting away nowhere because I didn't go nowhere, but it was just like a mini mind retreat over the last day and a half, just trying to refocus and recalibrate myself. Like I turn myself around, this way, turning, like I'm just recalibrating and fixing. Okay, now I'm straight. Okay, so yeah, just like that, and I'm still off of coming off of the hmm, wow, so much revelation. It's just hitting me at once. So much revelation, just so much. Um, I mean, you just have no idea. You don't. That's why I'm telling you, grow. Um, you know, I document a lot of my life here on the podcast because grow is my life. It has to do with me, and grow is everything to me. It's everything. There's nothing going on besides grow. Ain't that what we're all trying to do? Grow. I used to go so many different places in my truck. I called it the Proud Mary. Now listen, I had 3 trucks. The first 2 trucks, they usually give you used trucks. So the first 2 had 200 some thousand miles on it when I got them. And then once they get up to 500,000 miles, then the company takes them and will do what they do with them. I think they sell them or something. Or I'm pretty sure they sell them. So this last truck, had 7 miles on it. 2026. Beautiful truck. Just beautiful. Had that foam mattress, man. That thing slept so good. Oh my God, couldn't wait to go to bed. Um, I done went, but I went so many places in my truck. I done went. You know, it's been 18 months. 18 wonderful months. It's been like a escapade. You know, me and the Proud Mary just gone on an escapade. You know, and 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 bringing us in like a chariot. God and the beloved ancestors. Because, honey, if you think it's just one spirit walking around here, you sadly mistaken. It's good spirits and it's bad spirits. We're the spirits. We are spirits down here in the physical. But anyway, let's get back to the truck. Um, so I left out the gate about the last week of February, and had the truck had 7 miles on it. We went, on the little, you know, on our little load run, which brought me back around 1,400 miles. So I was in Kansas headed to Ohio, and on the way there, I thought, I would stop at our OC that's in Illinois. I would stop there and I would stop there and do my reset because every the truck drivers have to take a a 34-hour reset after driving for 70 hours. And I had 64. I would have, once I got to my destination, I have like 68 hours left. So definitely time for a reset. So I pull into the Illinois lot, me and the proud Mary, circle around looking for a parking spot. I come around, there's in the prime parking spots, which are right in front of the building, there was a bobtail sitting there, and at the angle that I was coming in, we wouldn't make it. So I kept circling around. The bobtail wasn't even supposed to be sitting there. That's not the spot for bobtails, but he happened to be sitting there. Who am I? So I went and, go find me somewhere else to park. So I pulled, you know what? Me and my truck, boy, we were connected. You hear me? We were so connected. We just really, towards those latter months, really just started really to get to know one another. I'm telling you, there's a spirit in things. If you don't believe me, believe me. There's a spirit in things. Things can have spirit. I'm telling you what I know. You seen dolls and different stuff. Things can have spirits. And I got some stories to tell, but I ain't gonna tell nothing about that. I ain't gonna talk about that right now. I ain't talking about that right now, but they can. But that's why that Proud Mary, was a wonderful truck, and that the first, second, and third one. But okay, so I did my alley dock, the 45 degree to come into that parking spot to pull in there, perfectly. Didn't have to do no pull-ups. That's where you have to pull up and straighten up, then back in. I didn't have to do that. Just, came from that degree and back straight in, and that was it. Pulled my parking brakes, trailer brakes, tractor brakes, truck in neutral, truck off, because if you don't cut it off in a minute, it's going to cut off anyway. And that's one thing I was going to talk to them about once I got there is, the truck cutting off. Don't even give me time to do a pre-trip or nothing. This is just hurry up, shut off. I know we got island laws and stuff, but my goodness, come on, give me a few more minutes. As soon as they know it going to neutral and it's idling, you can hang it up. I don't even think that gave you the beep. It just went into start going to shut off mode. So yeah, I was gonna tell them about that. So so the truck was off. So I'm sitting there and I'm looking at the log. I had switched it from driving to on duty, and another truck comes from around the corner, driven by the same company on our lot. And I didn't pay him no attention at first. Trucks go by all the day long. And I just happened to be on this lot, my home OC lot. Out of all the lots that we got, for real, out of all the lots that we got, they are nationwide. This company is humongous. They're huge. So, and I love them. I do. This truck comes from around the corner, and I'm looking at my log. I can see him coming closer, and I'm still looking at the log. But then I see him get a little too close. Okay, now it's that closeness where you got to pay attention what they're gonna do. So it wasn't no time to jump out the truck. I wouldn't have done that no way. I don't think. That's just wasn't no time to even think about that. I'm just talking about it. Wasn't no time to even think about it, because as I'm starting to blow the horn wouldn't even blow. The horn wasn't working. Nothing coming out the horn at all. I didn't pull the air horn, but I pulled on that city horn, but there wasn't no time to pull the air horn. Cause by that time, after pushing the horn wasn't work. It was time to brace for impact. What are the chances of you getting hit in a Freightliner Cascadia, brand spank new, just brand new off the showroom, a little baby, by another Freightliner Cascadia while you on duty, sitting on your lot, minding your business, in your spot? What are the chances of that happening? Where they do that at? And then when he got out the truck, he said, I saw you sitting there. But he really wasn't paying no attention. He thought he was, I don't know what he thought. I can't think for him. I don't know. So don't get me to guessing. So he did tell me he only been driving for a month though. But I can't knock him, At one point I was only driving for a month. Things happen. Stuff happen, but people get hurt. And I got hurt. And I will tell you this. They talking about surgery. So I'll keep you updated. But, there's things about me that because my life is an open book. There's nothing to hide. Why hide? Why lie? See, because what I went through, you might not like it. You might not like the fact that I went through that. You might be like, well, why you do that? Or why that happened to you? But see, the things that I went through maybe don't benefit you, may benefit someone else. So, by this part of my story, by me telling something here, this may help someone else. I tell you, you know what? It's so unbelievable that sometimes I pinch myself. I can't believe this is my life. But it is. Sometimes I think I'm dreaming. Even in the daytime, I think I'm dreaming. And I'm going to wake up all of a sudden. And all this is a dream. Life is what you make it. Life is really beautiful. It really is. Not just because I made it beautiful, but because I guess I did. I changed the way I thought about life. I stopped making life make me depressed. That's why I stopped watching the news. I stopped, I don't watch TV. I don't have a TV. I don't even look at TV. I'm not interested. I will watch, if I get a chance, but I've seen them all, all old reruns, Leave the Beaver, Gilligan's Island, Sanford and Son, the Jeffersons, the Brady Bunch, the Monsters, What's Happening. Man, I got a lot of shows. Old shows, shoot. I got a lot of old shows I used to watch, but that's it. I look at some of them, especially Leave the Beaver or Sanford and Son, those two, namely. That's Sanford and Son is my comfort show, and so is Leave It to Beaver. I love that episode when you get up there in that soup bowl. That was good. That was funny. Yeah, that was funny. So that's how we gotta start looking at life. We gotta look at life like it is. It's beautiful. Don't look at it because, man, you thinking about what happened on the news, and man, ain't that's so sad and depressing? That's what the news does. It makes us sad and depressed. They're gonna pile some more sad, depressing stuff on you, and then they're gonna have this segment, good news for a change. But you only get 10 seconds of that. Here up, cut back to her over here with this sad, depressing news. Let's stay over here with Bob. He got the funny story, the good, happy story. We just want to cut to you for a snippet. Like you want to cut to him for a snippet for the good stuff. Now we want to cut to him, and we want to stay over here. And then we might get a snippet of what you talking about, because see, we ain't trying to be depressed, and down and out. And that's what the news will do to you. Breaking news is always breaking. It's always breaking. You know that. Turn on there now. The banner going. Breaking is always breaking. It ain't gonna never stop breaking. Um, but breaking news, God is on the move. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. God already gave us the plan and told us what to do. Grow. It's time. It's time to change. It's time to change and rearrange. And I know, honey, cause I know what I got to do. I got to work on me too. I got some stuff that I'm trying to do, trying to come up, trying to make some stuff happen, trying to be about some stuff. I'm trying to move on up to the east side. I want to finally get a piece of the pie. See, because I've been sowing. I've been putting my all into it, my everything. I know God told me what to do. God and gave it to me. Grow. That's what God said. Grow. Now, what's so hard about that? Oh, so love. See, because first you got to love yourself. Now, that might be hard. Because, see, you may be holding on to some old stuff from the past. Or you know, what you did, what they said you did, you didn't do it, you beating yourself up about it. You gotta forgive yourself. Forgiveness leads to freedom. And forgive them folks too. And just leave them alone. Don't bother with them no more. Don't talk to them. Just leave folks alone. And come up out of it. It's time to make a change. Let's just always do the right thing. Because as we do the right thing, then there go the right thing. Bad things may happen. But that's what we trying to do. We working at it. Because oppression has no eyes. Oppression affects us all, directly or indirectly. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. Sow love all over the world. God bless you as you grow.